doing our first traditional draft of M20 and seeing how we do with that. As always, let's just get started with the picks and get going. Just a quick mention, if you're watching this on YouTube, please drop a like, it really helps. If you really like the content, please subscribe. If you're watching it on Twitch, always appreciate the follows. Let us know what you think in the chat, let us know what you think in the comments on YouTube, and thank you very much for watching. Let's get cracking. Right, we started with Marauding Raptor. That's a good rare. Although it stops us being able to play any 2/2s or 1/1s. On the other side, Overgrowth Elemental is a good card. Tough picks off the bat here. Let's have a look. Thrashing Brontodon's a good sideboard card. Diviner's Lockbox, not so big on. Disenchant. This is our first one, so I'm not really sure where to pick. I've had a look through the cards. Shock's a very good red card to pick. Audacious Thief, good black card there if you're playing black. I think the best colours from what I've gathered are blue and green. Our blue cards, Bone to Ash, not so good, and neither really for the Moat Piranhas either. I'm not a big fan of either of those. Marauder's Axe isn't too bad. Soul Mender, life gain if you're in white. Where would we go with this? We'll maybe take the Overgrowth Elemental, it's got some good synergies, it's a good card. A Marauding Raptor, albeit makes it cheaper for us to cast creatures, it's going to kill a lot of our creatures on entry, so I don't know whether we play Marauding Raptor there. I think it's between the Overgrowth Elemental and the Shock, or maybe the Audacious Thief as well. First pick, I think we'll go with the Overgrowth Elemental because I definitely don't think it'll wheel. So we'll take that. We'll go Disenchant and yeah, we'll go with the Overgrowth Elemental for our first pick there. As we come in here, Boreal Elemental is a good pick for blue. Fortress Crab is not too bad. And what else we got? Moreland Retributive one. Fry is a good spell if we're playing against white and blue. I think Boreal Elemental might be the pick here. Reduced to Acid is good. That's alright. So we've at least seen 3 removal cards so far, all in red. But I do think Boreal Elemental is the card for us there. Pack Mastiff is a good card. I don't mind playing it. If you're in red, I imagine I think that'll play quite well. Killed on Radar. Loots us. Barony Vampires not really that good at all in limited. I think we take the Boreal Elemental. I do like it, it's a good card. Here I'm seeing Season of Growth. I think it's quite good to have the effect. I mean, the Scry will always help. The casting spells depends what you take. Scuttle is always a good card to take, especially if you prefer a bit of splash. Although we're not looking at splash just yet. I think Pulse Marassa might be the card for us there. It'll allow us to get any of these back if they get dropped. And I'm not seeing any other elemental synergies currently, so Healer of the Glade, a 1/2 is going to get chump blocked by most things. the incidental little bit of life gain, and it's never going to trigger the overgrowth, really. I think we take Pulse and Marassa. We are in best of 3 here. A Rapacious Dragon I like, Scorch Spitter I like. Feral Sea Serpent, Inspired Charge if you're in the right deck and you're going to go wide, but I also don't think that that's something we get. Thicket Crasher is also a particularly good card, so I think the pick here will be Thicket Crasher. Mammoth Spider not so much, it's okay. Destroy target attack creature. Aerial Assault, maybe if I was playing white I'd go with Aerial Assault there. But I don't have, looking through the cards, I don't think white's particularly good in this set. Mind Rot and Negate also not really going to play. I think we take the Thicket Crasher. Greenwood Sentinel, Netcaster Spider I do like. That's a really good pick. And there's another Scorch, but there's a Scampering Scorcher there as well though, and I think considering we've gone down the elemental route, we will take that and hope to pick one of these up later. And looking at, we're on pick 5, I think we'll probably try and play elementals, depends what we see. Currently we're green and blue, but well, we're going to be green, blue, red, so we're going to need that mana fixing as well if we can find it. Scampering Scorcher will take that. Force Claw, if you've got nothing else to pick maybe. Sanitarium Skeletons okay, but not too many of them, and depends whether you've gone for the graveyard synergies or not. Sage's Row Denizen, I'm not so much on that. I'm unsure because obviously the first time I've drafted the set, it's making me a little bit unsure as to what to actually pick. And I think it's tough. What would you say the best card in the pack is at the moment? I'm not sure what the best card in the pack is. It's not Befuddle. It's not really Sage Row Denizen, we're not going to get too many picks off that. It might be the Mammoth Spider just so that we've got some reach. It could be Vorse Claw. Brightwood Tracker I don't think is particularly good. And I think Mammoth Spider is probably going to help us more than a Brightwood Tracker would. Just looking at the blue cards, trying to make sure I'm not missing a pick here. Could it be Befuddle? It's not really removal. Could be a nice little combat trick for us. I think it's between Befuddle and Mammoth Spider, and I suppose Sanitarium Skeleton if you're in black, but I think we're steering away from black there. So I think we pick Mammoth Spider. 3/5 of reach, at least allows us to block flyers, which is quite prominent. Probably won't make the deck though, so if it's not going to make the deck, we take Vorse Claw because it's an elemental. Here I'm looking between, we've got Gifts of Paradise, Ferocious Pup and Scorch Spitter in colours. I think Scorch Spitter will be the pick. If you're in white, Griffin Sentinel is okay I suppose, and Fenlurker if you're in black. Epicure of Blood's not as good in this set as it has been in the past couple of sets. When it was in M19 was it? It was okay. Ferocious Pup. Ferocious Pup is a good free drop. Gifts of Paradise is going to allow us to ramp into those. I think we take the Gift of Paradise because we're not really playing the green deck that would play Ferocious Pup. And I think we could want the ramp here, potentially though, the higher up cards. And that gives us a bit of mana fixing, which we're going to need. I know I picked that over a Scorched Spitter there, and I'm already regretting that. Colossus Hammer's unplayable. Any of the protection ones, if you come up against the right decks, yeah, you can sort of hose the deck that you've come up against, but they're not necessarily good cards. Octoprophet is a pretty good card here. Fairy Miscreant I don't think is that good at all. I actually think Octoprophet is the pick just because Healer of the Glade I don't think is particularly great. Although we are starting to be shy on 1-drops, Fairy Miscreant or Healer of the Glade, I'm not sure which I'd pick. Possibly Healer of the Glade. 3 life is quite a lot for 1 mana, I suppose. Growth Cycle, nice little trick, but I won't pick it yet. I think we take Octoprophet. We can pick up late game 1-drops. And there's not a lot for us in this. Diviner's Lockbox if we were playing a 2-colour or a 1-colour deck, so you can just name land then. Violet Dragonfire. I suppose we'll take Feral Invocation. I don't like Moat Piranhas. And I don't see anything else pickable really, so we'll take the Feral Invocation there. Here, I think we will actually take the Healer of the Glade. We've got no way of actually putting the Retributive Bond into the graveyard ourselves, so we will take the Healer of the Glade there. Season of the Growths come back round to us. Evolving Wilds. I think I'll take the Evolving Wilds so that we can pull out the lands if we need to. We've already got 1 Healer of the Glade. We'll take a single Season of Growth, just because we can. I don't think we want Diamond Knight. We definitely don't want a Spire Charge, so we'll take a Negate for the sideboard, although I don't think we'll play that. And here we'll take the Greenwood Sentinel, although again I don't think we'll probably not play him. We'll take that Befuddle that's come right back around to us as well. Stick that in the sideboard. And the Ferocious Pup Wield, quite happy about that. Dungeon Geists. That's a good card. And Chandra's Spitfire is a really good card as well, and Chandra's Outrage. So there's 3 cards there that I want. Yeah, they're the only cards I would want out of this pack. I suppose we could take a Ferocious Pup, but then it's not going to compare to the 2 removal spells there. Chandra's Spitfire is not so good if we haven't already got the Outrage, so... But Dungeon Geists looks pretty good. I do think we need to prioritise some removal though, and we haven't got any. That's a tough pick for me, I think. It's between the Chandra's Outrage and the Dungeon Geist. I think Ogre Siegebreaker I'm not so big on. Scuttlemutt again is okay for fixing, but we did manage to pick up the Gift of Paradise. And we've got an Evolving Wilds. No, we didn't pick the Evolving Wilds. Ooh, tough pick. I think we take the removal. I think we take the removal because a 4 mana 3/3 Flying Spirit taps for as long as we control Dungeon Geist, so that could be a while if they've got no removal. I do think we need to prioritise that Chandra's Outrage though. We've got a couple of biggies already, haven't we? They're bigger than that as well, to be honest, so We will. We'll take that Chandra's Outrage. Here I like Rabid Bite, Sleep Paralysis. Blade Brand maybe if you're in black, and also Murder's there as well if you're in black. So if you're in black here, I think the pick's Murder, and I think it's hard not to pick Murder if you're in black. I don't think we want a second season of growth, and I think Rabid Bite is better than Sleep Paralysis. So I do think we'll be going with the Rabid Bite, and that's sorted us out a little bit for removal there. Frost Lynx is definitely our pick here. And I'm seeing another Murder if you're in black, definitely, and a Winged Words, which I do like as well. I think we might pick the Winged Words over the Frost Lynx. What do you think? Is that something that we should do, maybe? Although Frost Lynx gives us another creature lowdown, we haven't got much, so we'll go with the Frost Lynx and hope to get the Winged Words later. Maybe Salvager of Ruin to replenish something that's died would be okay for us. I'm not seeing much in green that I would want to pick. Zephyr Charge could be okay. It does go long, giving some of these creatures flying might help. But I think Salvage of Ruin allowing us to pull something back that gets killed maybe. Or another Healer of the Glade, just to have more elementals in the deck. I think we play Healer of the Glade because I think if we gain 3 life, someone kills it, that's not the end of the world, and that's... I'm just looking what we've got. 1s, 2s, where there's also Curve like. Curve's quite heavy on 3 drops at the moment. I don't think Greenwood Sentinel's as good as it has been before. It doesn't match up well against a lot of these the other cards. This again is another really tough pick for me. I'm not sure what to take. I think we take Healer of the Glade because I don't see any other options. We've really got already enough 4 and 5 drops up that top end that I'm not... I think this is a really tough pick. So I think I'm going to go for the Healer of the Glade, and I think Mammoth Spider will probably wear it, so we'll take that. Might of the Masses if we go wide, but I don't think we'll be going wide too much. Audacious Thief if you're in black is definitely a good pick. Anticipate, I don't like. Frailty Serpent, I don't like. We definitely don't want a 3rd Healer of the Glade, and I don't want a Growth Cycle. So I think we'll be going Might of the Masses. Diamond Knight. We are very green at the moment, aren't we? Second Overgrowth Elemental, that's made me quite happy. Fire Elemental, but we've got Boreal Elemental in that slot currently, so that's not too bad. Fairy Miscreant maybe, but Raise the Alarm's okay if you're in white. But I think Overgrowth Elemental is our pick there. Here, I think Gift of Paradise is probably the pick for us. I'm not seeing anything else that's particularly in our colours. And that allows us to fix properly for the other spells. We've finally seen another dinosaur, Netcaster Spider, and Ferocious Pup are good cards here. Netcaster Spider will be our pick. Allows us to block some flyers. We didn't pick that the first one. We managed to get a second, so that's not too bad. And I think Scuttlemutt will be our pick here, just so that we've got a little bit more fixing. And then we can not worry about fixing again. We've already got one Ferocious Pup, we've got Frostlings, and we're playing Gift of Paradise in the free slot too. And Netcaster Spider, so I don't think we need Ferocious Pup. I think we're going to take Scuttlemutt. And I think I'll take Natural End to put in the sideboard because we've already got Season of Growth. Actually, we'll take Reckless Airstrike. There's plenty of flying. We'll put that in the sideboard instead. There's a Natural End and a Zephyr Charge. We're not going to be playing many Goblins by the looks of it, so Goblin Ringleader's not going to play well for us. We'll take Natural End into the sideboard there. And we'll take the Greenwood Sentinel. And we'll take the Healer of the Blade. Unholy Indenture, which won't get played probably. Forest, which we don't need. Repeated Reverberation, it's easy for me not to pick that. I don't think you're going to get much out of that in Limited. So I'm looking here at Winged Words, Lavakin Brawler, and the Netcaster Spider. I do think we play Lavakin Brawler. We want to play as many elementals now as we can, I suppose, especially with the 2 overgrowths. So it's between Wingword and Lavakin Brawler, and we don't control much flying currently, so I think Lavakin Brawler is the pick. Scampering Scorcher is probably the pick here. I'm not seeing any premium removal for us, and we've already got 2 overgrowth elementals, so we will take a second Scampering Scorcher. Oh, Plummet though is removal in our colours. Bone to Ash, I don't like, and Befuddle I don't like, so I'm quite happy not to play either of those. Maniacal Rage would allow us to just get an attack through. You can put it on their creature, and if it's for the killing blow, it's not the end of the world, so you can play it that way. I think we'll play Scampering Scorcher there. A Johnny Strength of the Pride. Oh, that's a shame. And also Silverback Shaman, which are both good cards. Shaman. Depends how you pronounce that, I suppose. And Wolfkin Bond I'm not so big on, so it's tough not to pick that Ajani. But we're not in white, so are we going to go play white, or should we just splash Ajani? Because we could do that. We do gain some life. We're going to control a lot of creatures. We've got plenty of splash. I think we do. I don't see much else in this pack that's calling to me except the Silverback Shaman. And again, we've already got quite... We don't really want to play Vorse Claw though, do we? Sorry, apologies, I'm coughing a lot. Renowned Weaponsmith. Nah, we haven't got anything, we haven't picked either of the 2 cards that you can search for either with it. Slightly tough because we could take Silverback Shaman, we could take Ajani. I think Silverback Shaman's going to play in our deck better, and I think Ajani counts for progress more, so we'll take Ajani. Well, Silverback Shaman's not going to wheel to us though, is it? It really isn't, and it would be a really good card for us to play at that top end as well. See, this is the toughest bit of draft for me. I'm gonna pass up the Ajani, and we're gonna not bother. I'm gonna take the Silverback Shaman because I think it suits the deck better, and that really is the way you should draft, because you've got a better chance of winning if you take the cards that are meant for your deck. So that was tough. Quite happy for a sec. Angel of Vitality is quite good if you're in white. I'm seeing that we probably should have played a white deck. White was really open. Griffin Protector here as well. But I think we take Rabid Bite over Reduced to Ashes. Scampering Scorcher and the Fire Elemental, but I prefer the Scampering Scorcher, so we'll take the Scampering Scorcher. We've got Formal Force. We've got a Leafkin Druid as well though, and actually I think I would rather take the Leafkin Druid. We've already got 2 Scampering Scorchers, so we'll take that Leafkin Druid. We'll take a second Netcaster Spider. Yeah, yep, we will. And here, I think we'll finally take a Mammoth Spider. We don't have many auras or anything like that, so we'll take the Mammoth Spider there. Oh, this is tough. It's not giving us anything really good for our deck. I'll take my Maniacal Rage over another Sentinel, Greenwood Sentinel. We've only got 1 Fairy Miscreant if we take that one, and it's not going to play for us. We'll pick it up. It's going in the sideboard. If we see another one, we can have it, but I don't think we will. Here we'll take Plummet. We've got a lot of removal spells in that sideboard. There I'm going to take a Walking Bond. Do we play Pattern Matcher here? It could search us out some creatures. We've got a couple of pairs. It may allow us to get like another Scampering Scorcher out. Although it puts it into our hand, and it's better than Anticipate though. So we'll take the Pattern Matcher, and I'll take another hardcover, and we'll take a Renowned Weaponsmith finally. I'm not so happy with how that pick's gone. I feel like we didn't get many great cards, but we have managed to build quite a tight deck. So to remove cards, we take out Might of the Masses. I don't think it's that good. Take out the Mammoth Spider. What's our curve looking like? Our curve's actually not too bad. It's a little bit lacking in 1-drops maybe. Plenty of 3-drops however. I'm pretty happy with them all. We'll take out Feral Invocation. I think Octoprophet is the card that comes out there. It's not an elemental, it doesn't really fit. And the 2 Greenwood Sentinels, which I didn't like in the first place anyway. Well, maybe this deck hasn't gone too bad. I don't think we need to scuttle them up with 2 Gifts of Paradise. And quite a bit of Scry. Although it's just in case, so would I rather take out something different? Maybe a Netcast. We'll take out the Ferocious Pup. I think we need to play all of our lands. We'll take out the Healer of the Glade. Okay, so that's the deck we're going with. I'm not amazed by it. We didn't see any bombs apart from Johnny, and I didn't want to play white. So we're actually going no rares here, so let's see how we do. No rares is not how I normally like to play, but the best removals are common in this set, so let's see how we go. Let's get on with it, and I hope you all enjoy watching. This could be quite bad, depending on how it goes. I think we get beat by anyone that plays particularly bomby cards, although we have got a lot of removal to deal with all those bombs in our sideboard. I'd love to know everyone's comments on the picks there and which way you'd have taken the draft, because for my first draft of M20 I did find that quite hard. Didn't really know where to go with the decks, and I'm starting to think I possibly should have played white blue flyers. Looking back on it, I'm not 100% sure about that though. We'll definitely play first. Cool. We'll go Season of Growth and hope to draw land. We only need one land and we can play a Netcaster Spider or an Overgrowth Elemental, so we have got the hand we need to win, I suppose. And that'll do. We've got all 4 colours. So we'll get that Season of Growth out nice and early. We're going to scry off every creature we play now. Because of that, it's going to be the Netcaster Spider. Don't want him attacking with any flyers, and we do need a land, so we'll leave that on top. This will allow us to play an Overgrowth Elemental on the next turn. Yeah, he's played Wing Words. Thought that might be coming out a bit good. We missed 2 of those. Probably should have picked them up. I think if I put out Thicket Crasher, he kills it. So I think we'll put out a single Overgrowth Elemental. We don't want Hero of the Glade, we want land, hopefully, or something better. And we'll swing 2 damage for 1 damage. And might even force him to use his removal a bit earlier on us. We could Rabid Bite on the next turn to take out any of those creatures. Tough call there, but we did get the land we needed. So we'll play a second Elemental. We don't need that land. And we will Rabid Bite away one of the creatures here. We'll use that one. We'll get rid of that Pack Mastiff. Ooh, Boreal Elemental. That I like. Swing. I want to keep up that flying blocker again. It is going to dissuade him from attacking into us at all. Boreal Elemental in hand. I think we'll play that out next. Costs him more to kill it. And it triggers our elementals. And Frostlings. Ooh. We could tap him down here. Swing him. Take 3 on the back swing. But it won't allow us to play anything else. We'll play out the Boreal Elemental. And if he wants to pay lots of mana to remove that, then by all means do so. If we keep that on top, we'll have 6. Won't allow us to play both in the same turn, so we won't bother. We'll get rid of it and see if we can draw something else. We're not going to play aggressive either. He did. Paid loads of mana to kill it off, which is perfect. Oh, we should have kept it. We could have played the Netcaster Spider and the Lynx. Play the Frostlings here, tap down the Lightning Storm King. I don't want the land, we'll stay on 5. I maybe should have took that land there, definitely. We'll swing for 6. Falcon says a really good card, we didn't see a single one. I'd have really liked one of those. another netcaster spider here. Scry away the land. Do I swing? Force him to block with the Glinthorn Buccaneer? Well, it's only going to do 1 damage to me, isn't it? So, no. No attacks. He can swing into us this time. And I can block off those flyers. He won't swing though because of that. I'm trying to think what we've got that kind of breaks this, and I don't think we've got a lot. If this is the scenario we're going to encounter every game, this could be troublesome. I just realised this Glinthorn Buccaneer couldn't kill me anyway. Lava Kimbrel is good. He's not got a ton of elementals though, so we will play our Pick the Crusher out here. Scry me a kill spell. Okay, we'll get rid of that land. We want to draw into some of that removal now. Chandra's Outrage would be really nice. If I swing into him, how does he block that one? I can't because he'll double block the Overgrowth Elemental. Although that is going to get +2 for each elemental, so he controls 3. It's going to make it big enough to kill my Overgrowth Elemental. The Fire Elemental's not bad either. Although a 5 mana 5/4, if that's his biggest bomb, we did get better than that in a sense. Yeah, as I thought, comes in quite big. And the block. Does he kill the Thicket Crasher? No. So we'll lose the Lava Kimbrel, and our Overgrowth Elemental will get a bit bigger. I know we played the Thicket Crasher out and maybe shouldn't have blocked with that, but I did think it would help us out a little bit there. We can also gain 3 life here. Turn one of those forests into whatever we want it to be. Can't swing at the moment. He has got the Fire Elemental, which will just block our Thicket. I want to try and get the Frostlings killed, I suppose, so that we can chuck another counter on it. We did stump his flyers with our netcaster spiders though, and that's played the way I wanted it to. Make it a 4/1. Actually make it a 4/1. Oh, I'll happily kill it. Maniacal Rage. Do we do it? Do I... We won't kill him. I think we put it on the Frostlings. Although it does mean it can't block, but it does mean it'll block it if he... Yeah, we'll put it on the Frostlings and I can attack with the Frostlings this turn. I also get to draw a card off Season of Growth. Which is another little elemental that can block that 2 damage, so that 2 damage up how we wanted it to. Let's see, plotting here. We've scried away a lot of land. A significant amount of land. I am actually going to attack with the Frostlings because if he wants to kill it, he's going to lose some creatures, and if he wants to kill it with his big creatures, he's going to lose some big creatures. Discard a card. Okay. How's he going to choose to block it, do you think? I think he blocks it with the Fire Elemental. He doesn't want to. Or I suppose could double block it like that. I'm not too bothered about that either. That's yeah, we'll take that. I'm happy with that. Remove 2 of those flyers, and we lost an elemental, so we managed to make our overgrowth elemental even bigger. That's proven quite good value. We've got 2 of those in the deck, so we should get them out quite often. Another Lavakin Brawler, but this time it's not going to get as much of a buff, so it's only going to be a free fall. That overgrowth elemental is getting bigger and bigger, so I will happily play a Chandra's Outrage right now. Take out this, put him down to 6. No attacks, because I don't think he can't swing into us, and we can't swing through him to take that 6 health away. So if I was to swing into him right now, he'd just block. He'd probably block big enough to kill my overgrowth elemental, because he can, and that would only get us 5 damage through. I have to go tweak the deck so that we've got a few more cards that target our creatures and be able to draw a little bit more of seasonal growth. That was a nice tap down from his Frostlinks there. He needed that. Allows him to swing in on us. We'll just jump block with Healer of the Glade here. It's an elemental, puts a counter on the overgrowth elemental. And when it finally does untap, we're pretty close to the game, I suppose. Didn't. Is it going to scry? That's every scry we've scried land, I think. Oh no, we scried a Healer of the Glade right at the start, didn't we? And no attacks. I'm just thinking, if I swung in on him, should I have swung in on him that turn before and killed some of those creatures off, lost the overgrowth elemental? Would we have still won if that was the case? I don't think we would have. I think that would have put us at a disadvantage. 21 plays 6. He's got 3 cards in hand though. We're top decking, and he is starting to hit us with the Buccaneer a little bit more. Ah, there we go. That Lavakin Brawler is about to get big. We will block the Lavakin Brawler with everything to kill it, I suppose. Which creature do we take? Boreal Elemental or the Thicket Crasher? Oh no, it tapped our blue mana. Oh, auto tap. He's probably laughing. No attacks. I think we've still got the better board. And we've got our overgrowth elemental back out now, so we've got a big blocker to kill anything big that he attacks with, like the Lavakin Brawler for example. Although he is drawing through his deck. We're gaining life. Ah, we've got our own Lavakin Brawler. I'm going to play it and then play into the Boreal Elemental. We can tap the Leafkin Druid to get it out. And this is going to allow us to scry and scry again, so if we can scry away some lands, that would be nice. Oh, why didn't it tap down that forest automatically? Why did it choose to tap down the Druid? Strange. Ah, Scamper and Scorcher. Alright, we've definitely got the game here. We've got air superiority and what we can do. We can't get through that Metropolis sprite, but if he taps it down, we'll start swinging because we'll take out the Cloud Consider. That's not too bad. Drawn from Dreams. Look at the top 7, 2 into your hand, the rest on the bottom. Check the audio here. Yep, we're good, we're good. Tough game. Boards are going really wide now. Scamper and Scorch is going to make our board massively wide. Sorry. We should get multiple triggers here on Season Break. Let's scry through and see what we can pull out of the deck. Rabid Bite. We'll take that straight away. I know a couple of creatures that I'd like to take out with the Rabid Bite. Did he tap down a Boreal Elemental with a Frost Lynx? He did. Still no attacks because he's got the same problem as us, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 elementals, so our Lovekin Brawl is going to be a 10-4 when it swings. We're going to swing with it because if he multi-blocks it, it'll kill whatever it's blocking. We're not, because we're going to... I've got tough decisions here because I'm just trying to work out mathematically if I can swing at him. If I swing, I'm going to come off worse off the blocks, but if I can leave him with the creatures, force him to block me with the creatures that are big, the little creatures will all be dead. Oh, reduce to ashes. Just costs us our best creature. I suppose we should have seen that come in the way this game's dragged on, although he's on 6 cards and we may be able to make him deck himself if we... that's not how I want to win. I want to be able to win by attacking, but he may be forced to deck himself here. He's going to swing. He's made it a 9-4. Our Rabid Bite's not as good as it was a minute ago. I really want to lose this many creatures to block him. We do to get rid of a creature that powerful. Should have maybe chucked one more creature on there just to make sure I definitely got the kill. He's probably quite happy with that exchange, and I would be as well, I think, but he still is going to struggle to swing in on our board. His current best creature is... I don't know. So I'm not going to use the Rabid Bite. I'm going to see if we can create a 4-power creature. Oh, I should have attacked. There's our 4-power creature. He'd have killed it though. It's not in Rabid Bite's not instant, it's sorcery, so we couldn't have done that. Now that will win him the game win the game for him. We didn't see a single rare out of that level at all. I do believe we've lost because of that card, so what I'm actually going to do is use Boreal Elemental to deal 3 damage to it, sorry. And then when we swing with the Lavakin Brawler, it'll be a 4, so if he chooses to block, we've got him there. That's the only thing I can think to do. So this will trim his board down. He's left us a lot of creatures alive, doing it the way he's just done it. And he's switched it all around now so he can get the kills. Now I'm pretty happy with that. Now I'm going to put out the land so he knows we've got it, because if he even goes 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, we kill him. If he swings for 7, we can't get through because of the Metropolis sprite, which is what's causing us the problems here. We need another kill spell. Oh yeah, we did go for the full swing. Oh, he got the kill there because of Drakiseth, of course. Alright, we'll concede. This game's over. We're not drawing anything that can draw kill Drakiseth, I don't think. Let me just have a look at this. Right, so for one, Plummet is definitely going in. Might of the Masters we're going to put in. We just didn't. I don't feel like we had enough removal there to kill the bigger creatures. We'll put in the gates. We'll put in Octo Prophet. We'll take out Season of Growth, Maniacal Rage, Scuttlemutt, and Single Gift of Paradise, because I don't think we need multiples of that anymore. He didn't sideboard much, or at least didn't sideboard as much as us, because he was ready when we pressed OK. And we'll play on that. Turn 1 Healer's Glade, turn 2 Leafkin Druid, into a Netcaster Spider, I suppose. Let's see if we can take this game off him. I feel like we've got to get in there and take him out with that Healer of the Glade. He is going to be able to, we know that he can match us on board. We know he's playing a similar deck to us, Scampering Scorchers. That Metropolis sprite won in the game last time almost, so... Do we go hard on the kill there? think I do. Not just yet. I'll put down the Netcaster Spider. I'm not going to go too hard on Might of the Masses because it'll block it. But I'm just checking he's actually wise enough to do that, because I've played plenty of people recently that have just let him through. So at the moment, Netcaster Spider's going to hold off his flyers until he plays Drakuseth, and we've sideboarded a little bit more in to be able to deal with Drakuseth there. I am going to go for big early damage, no, just in case he can hit us. This will do a lot of damage. He's going to try and play the kill spell, and we're going to be able to survive because of Might of the Masses. Oh, he's going to play out a blocker. Well, where was our opportunity to play Might of the Masses? Oh, we floated the mana. Huge mistake. Not the card I really wanted to be taken out with that, but I think I've thrown this game by making that mistake. I'm a bit upset by that. I'm just trying to think of a way to win it again in my head, and considering he's going down that route, to be honest, if we draw our Lava King Brawl, it'll be game for us anyway, so yeah. Alright, we'll keep playing, we're alright. Do it. He's got a block if he wants to. He's got a double block if he wants to kill a spider. He can block the 1/1s, which is fine. He's going to take some damage, which is the point. We got him down to 6 last time. And if he takes that much damage, we'll get him down to 6 again this time. He doesn't want to lose that brawler so quick. He's going to jump 2 with it, but he's not going to multi-block. Oh, he is? Okay. We'll take it that way anyway. He's not swinging at us, so we're still on decent life. We're going to be able to play anything that comes out of our deck. I've got no hand now though. He's done it again. Hard cover on that Metropolis Sprite. I'll happily take a second Scamper and Scorching Who right now. And this time we won't swing with the Netcaster Spider because I want to be able to block flyers, and he will just double block to kill it again, and I won't get a kill out of it this time. held up flame sweep there. We don't have a way to kill the Lava King Brawler now. No, we'll take no blocks. He's going to leave himself that way. He's only got one blocker. He's got no mana up. We can swing with the Netcaster Spider there. Make him lose his Seer, or take 2. And I'll happily play that again if he wants to do that setup again. We can do 4, 6, 7. Put us down to 50. This could be Draxer. No. Lava King Brawler. He's holding up 2 mana for another hardcover. So that he can use Metropolis Sprite's abilities. He's going to try and get off a lot of damage here. He's going to get 4, 6, 9. No block. Oh, land. I've got to hold it up now. That's this is bad for us. This is really bad. We're not winning this. No. He's killed us this turn, I think. In with 4, 6, 12. I can block 1. For in return. We've got no board wipe from the Drew land. Okay, so we're out of that. That's game 1 completely lost. I'm not too happy with the deck. I don't think it's not playing as well as I thought it would. Let's have a quick look for. Is there really anything we can just change? So I do want Octo Prophet in. I think we should play Plummet. We should probably play Might of the Masses. Maybe put Wolfkin Bond in. We should definitely be playing Vor's Claw. We'll change that for Ishpal. We'll go for Mammoth Spider to Feral Invocation. I've just seen hardcover used quite well, and we've got 2, so maybe we should be playing those hardcovers. Right, let's strip it down again. I'm going to keep our enchantments in. We're going to be more enchantment heavy in the next game and see if we can do it that way. We didn't need Scuttlemut in the end. We're not going to need Mammoth Spider even though I've put him in. Neither would we need Vor's Claw. Leafkin Druid hasn't really played well for us. But we've got to get four cards out of this deck. What hasn't played? What just hasn't worked? Scamper and Scorcher's not been as good as I'd like, so I'm taking one of those out. Thicket Crasher really didn't match up well, I don't think. We don't need Trample, we're not making our elementals big. I think we could probably afford to drop lands like that. I'm going to try it this way for this game. I don't see how else we can change it. I don't see what else we can do to it. I'm not sure whether 15 lands was the right thing there, but we have got a lot of ramp, so. answer my own question, then our 15 lands really wasn't the right thing for us to do. There we go. We'll play on that 5. We'll put Wolfkin Bond to the bottom, I think. Looks like they might have had to mulligan quite heavily as well. 3 cards to the bottom of the library. I'm really not happy with that, so I need to go back and put those lands in. Hello. Hello. Nana Lucas. And we need a land. Both taking turn 2 off for Gift of Paradise. Turn 3, sorry. We've taken Seasonal Growth out, however. He's going to keep ramping there. I'm not sure whether we do okay in this game now or not. We can Feral Invocation on the next turn to... oh wow, if we can get a land, we can play our Silverback Shaman, and this will be a very similar game, which we did, so let's do that. And we won't attack this time. I'll acknowledge the nice, it was kind of hilarious that we've played the same turn so far. He did, however, get to Rabid Bite House, but that's going to give us the card, so that might not have been the best trade. There's no point in blocking, it's got trample. The 1 damage isn't going to make much of a difference there. I'm going to put all of the enchantments onto the Scampering Scorcher here because I think that's the only way we can really make it do anything there. And if we draw a land this turn, we can tap it, draw a card, discard a card. We're not going to attack because it's there to block the Silverback. Insane. Although that's only a 1-turn thing. Oh, he's done it that way, has he? We'll loot that top card and chuck it in the bin. It was a land. take the 8. I'll block him. We're going to need something really special to deal with that. And land isn't what we needed. No attacks. 2 more turns left, but I do think we're going to drop out of this game as well. We'll have the Silverback Shaman back, and that's not too bad. The 6 life will keep us alive for another turn. He's probably held up a buff here, but I don't want to take the extra 2. I want to try. Let's do this before he didn't have the buff, so we've at least got rid of the Greenwood Sentinel there. Has he got Rabid Bite would be the question. If he's got a 3rd Rabid Bite, he could Rabid Bite us again. Would allow us to draw a card. And he's put out the Mammoth Spider. I'm just debating, I'm really thinking over the deck build at the moment, and it obviously didn't go right. I'm just thinking where I could have gone better with it. I think sticking to green, red and blue, not taking the Ajani. Not taking Ajani might have been the biggest mistake there. But we certainly weren't in white, so I'm not sure what we'd have done without taking Ajani. This guy's definitely playing a deck similar to ours. I think we want Season of Growth, we don't need hardcover this time. Do we want that 2nd Scamper and Scorcher back in? No. I think we could even take 1 out. Although it is an elemental. Take out Ox Profit. It's too expensive, it's not going to do as much. I'm not sure why we put Season of Growth back in there, to be honest. He hasn't got any flyers, so there's no point in playing Reckless Airstrike. He's not playing enchantments. I think we play Vorsclaw because we've not had a big creature yet, and the 7/7 would make a massive creature for us. And I think we short out on Season of Growth. I don't think it's as good. Plummet, because he hasn't got any flyers, he's not playing flyers. So far this has just been tough. The games have been tough as well. I've not been able to catch a break in this draft. I'll play on that. No creatures till we get a Netcaster Spider. We could. We've got Vorsclaw in hand as well here, so I'm a little bit more confident in this game already, just because we could put out that 7/7, but we haven't hit our land drop, so we could just get screwed mana wise here and end up bottoming out anyway. I don't want to. We've not had a single win yet. Definitely going to be an overgrowth elemental. He's got lots of rabid bites, we know, so I need to make my creatures bigger than his quickly. Feral Invocation is going to come in handy there. And there's the first of those rabid bites. Do I hit him back for free? I think we do. I think I actually hold up the blockers so he doesn't attack me again next turn. Or if he does, it will only be with the Centaur Corsair because he'll have a buff spell in hand. I'll happily make him waste a buff spell though, if he wants to there. He's not going to. What creature are you going to put out instead? Nothing. That's quite interesting. Our own Leafkin Druid, there's about all we can do. I will Overgrowth Elemental next turn. We've got Scholar of Ages. He gets to put that Rabid Bite back in his hand. He's not going to play it this turn though. Interesting. I'm quite confident he's going to Rabid Bite the Leafkin Druid, to be honest. And instead he's going to tap it down. It's acceptable. In 4. I think we've lost. I don't think we can do a lot. I'm just trying to find a way around it. I don't think there is one. He's got to put out something bigger if he wants to be able to Rabid Bite the Leafkin Druid, I think is what's happened here. No, he's going to do it. He's not going to do it. It's not done it. It's interesting. It's really interesting. So what I'm going to do here is put out the Overgrowth Elemental. We'll do it this way instead. He's going to Rabid Bite now. Oh no, I've made a mistake. That's like 3. So if anything, guys, I've cost this draft just because I've made too many errors in play. Rabid Bite's a sorcery. You can go this way about it then. And he must have a buff spell in hand. I thought so. It's fine. We've all scoring him. 7-7. Oh, I'm dead. It's happened again. kept me. I'm alive. That's about as far as this one goes. But not for long. Vorse Claw may swing it. I mean, Vorse Claw plus Rabbit Bite in our hand and a Feral Invocation basically means we've killed his board. We'll go no attacks. See, he says nice. I think that's because he also knows unless he can draw something, it's probably game for him too. I can't all out swing though because of the way the board state is. You can just swing back, do 4 damage. It's going to make it a little harder for us to... Alright, first, let's just get rid of that. Oh, we are. If at any point you can tap down Vorse Claw, we're possibly dead as well. And that's quite a likely scenario. Should I play out the Healer of the Glade there just in case? Then the question is, do I Feral Invocation the Netcaster Spider? I'm just trying to find a way to pull us back into this like smartly, and I think having a stop on the end of his turn is probably the best way here, and we'll flash in Feral Invocation. I'm just trying to decide who do we actually put it on. Do we spread the love? I'm going to put it on Vorse Claw. If we do find a way to break this stalemate, then we will. Can't swing because I won't kill him yet. And we're up to 10 life though, so 2, 4, 6, 8. We've actually got out of range of a retaliation swing now, so potentially now is the time that we attack. He is building a hand up gradually though, and if it's a hand of Frost Lynxes or anything like that, then we can basically count our way out of this game. This has been a super tough draft. Definitely appreciate any comments and tips on where you think went wrong in this draft. Might have something to buff it maybe. He probably doesn't want to use it to save it. Two, 4, 6. If he buffs on the swing though, we're dead. No, you can still swing that. You could still potentially pay Might of the Masters or any card like that and just win the game. If he just lets us through. So we've got a 9/9 Vorse Claw, we've got Frostlings and 2 Netcaster Spiders. Healer of the Glebe. He's just returned Scholar of the Ages, which is going to allow him to get Pulse of Marasa. Oh, we may have just got caught in an infinite loop of Pulse of Marasa and Rabid Bite. Oh, we didn't get the combo out. He's gonna buff to Rabid Bite me? He can't buff enough to Rabid Bite me, surely. Be an 8/8. He must have something else. Ah, I think he's done it. He has made it a 13/13. It doesn't have trample though, so I can chump block it. Oh, but he's gonna Rabid Bite me now. There goes Vorse Claw. That was a nice way to finish the game out. We are top decking for our life now. Top deck to mountain. Typical. We may as well not block because of where we're at Netcaster Spider wise. He's got us anyway. Yeah, he's got us because we drew a land. Well, what can I say? I don't know what to say really. It didn't go as well as I'd hoped. Certainly wasn't even close to the best drafts we've had. And we'll open the pack anyway. Yeah, please, I'd appreciate it if you leave in the comments on the YouTube video what you think could have been done better in the deck build, what cards we could have picked, and I'm pretty confident we maybe should have picked that Ajani. I think white was massively open in our draft then, and we didn't capitalise on it. As far as Sky's Blade though, out of the booster, so that's not too bad. We'll be back with you with another draft tomorrow, hopefully, possibly on Monday. I hope you've all enjoyed watching. We've been Real MTG Drafts. I've been the author, and we'll catch you all soon again for another draft. Thank you very much.